In this video I'm going to show you how to install the FB Social Store on Facebook and create the Facebook app. So the first thing you have to do is go to developers.facebook.com, and to have an app you will need to have the developer app enabled on your Facebook account, and it'll tell you to do that once you go to developers.facebook.com if you don't already have it. So once you have it, you click on create new app up in the top right. Then you're going to pick an app name. I'm just going to call it FB Social Store. And sorry, actually you can't use FB in the title because they don't allow you. So and then you want a namespace, which you can also update later, and agree to the terms and conditions. If the namespace is gone, it'll say failed, so I'm just going to write a different one. So you've got your display name and a namespace, and then click continue. And then you get the captcha code to type in. And click submit. So now you get into your actual app settings, and this is where you configure where you're going to install it and get everything up and running. So you've got your contact email and stuff like that, but the first thing you really want to concern yourself with is the app domain, and this is where you're going to install the app. So I'm going to install it on one of my servers. You just type the domain name without the www at the start and set return. It comes up with a blue box. And we're going to go down here and click on app on Facebook, and you have two URLs to enter: a canvas URL and a secure canvas URL. This is basically the exact URL where you're going to install the app on your hosting. This is what you would type into your browser address bar to just look at the app outside Facebook. So basically whenever you upload the social store to your hosting, that's the exact URL that is the canvas URL. So hopefully that's clear. I'm gonna type in here on one of my servers in a folder called social/index.php, and then this is where it's slightly different. Okay, it's the URL of the actual app, or sorry, the actual campaign you want to view in the fan page, because as I showed earlier, there are several different, you can have many different campaigns. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to get that URL. So if you just go back to where you installed your FB Social Store and click on campaign list, you see a list of all the campaigns in your system, and you have a campaign URL. This is what is going to be your canvas URL. So just select this, copy it, go back to your app settings, and then you paste that in. So let's have to adjust the app domain here. The app domain should be the same as the first part of the domain you just copied in there. Okay, so and then your secure canvas URL, it's the same as the canvas URL, except it's a HTTPS. Now this may cause problems for some people because you need a secure server. You need an SSL cert now to run anything on Facebook, but there are ways around this which I can address in another video. There's something called social-server, which is an app on Facebook which allows you to have a secure canvas URL without having to buy an SSL cert. I'll have a video and link to that, but for this demo I'm using my proper SSL here, and I recommend that if you have it. And scroll down to Page tab. The Page tab is where this is going to be linked on like the left hand side of the actual fan page. So the Page tab name is what a user will see, so it's effectively the name of the store. So we're going to call this one Football Store, just randomly, say it's selling football products. The Page tab URL is the same as the canvas URL up here, and the secure Page tab URL is the same as the secure canvas URL. You paste that. The Page tab edit URL, you don't need to worry about that for now, so just save your changes. We've got an error, I'll just fix it here. Yeah, site URL has to be defined, so if you go down to site URL, this is just the same as the app domain at the top. and let's save changes there now again. Okay, just fix the typo I made, and then we have all the settings in place now. And just remember, the page tab URL is the campaign URL. So let's say you want to run a load of different campaign fan pages. You're going to have to create a separate app, just like I did here, for each campaign that's listed here, and use this URL as the basis for all your different campaigns. So as you can see, this one is hosted on my site, and it's got the ID, so that's what you're looking out for once you add it here, and you just save your changes. And then the last thing is we're going to have to add this to one of your fan pages. Now, there used to be an option over here on the left, add to my page, but now Facebook has got rid of that for some reason, and they're yet to publicize a new add to page URL. So for that, I have added a little link at the bottom of the training page here, which will explain in detail, because it's quite hard to explain the URL over video. So you can read it below the videos here, and you'll see in detail the URL you have to go to. Before you go to do that part, I want you to take note of two things here. You have your app ID at the top. Just copy that and paste it into just a text file or something. And the app secret, actually you don't need the app secret for this, but this is where it is if you do need it later. So just take note of your app ID, and then you can head out of this here. That is your app created on Facebook. And then, like I said, the steps to add it to your new fan page is it's written below the videos here, so you can check it out there. And if you have any questions, then let me know. Thanks.